Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Rabbit and Red Reviews. I'm Erik, and today we are going to take a look at Nikka from the Barrel. Nikka from the Barrel is a Japanese blended whiskey. This is made up of over 100 different whiskeys, mostly coming from the Yoichi distillery, which is malted whiskey, and the Miyagiku distillery, which is grain whiskey. They're put together in an oak barrel and blended together, hence the name From the Barrel. So unlike a normal American bourbon, which you would see at barrel proof or single barrel, this is actually not a single barrel whiskey, but rather the blending of multiple whiskeys into one barrel together and then bottled straight from it. So a little bit of a difference compared to what you would normally expect from American bourbons with a label like this, but that's kind of the backstory behind this one. So this is bottled at 51.4% and is in a 750 ml bottle. This recently came out on the American market earlier in 2018. So previously you could really only find this in Japan or as a travel exclusive, and I believe in some European markets. So we're going to do a nose, palate, finish, and value review of this whiskey. And let's get it started here. So before we begin, Nikka from the Barrel has recently been in the news in December of 2018, receiving Whisky Advocate's #1 whiskey of the year. So we will find out from this review if that lives up to that accolades and if this is worth a purchase on your end. So immediately on the nose, there's a sweetness. Sweetness that's coming kind of from fruit. So I'm thinking like some dark fruit almost and a little bit of acidic fruit. So perhaps pineapple and grape. Red grapes though, not white. Also picking up some hints of banana. There's some apple as well. And also a honey, like a dried honey. Really, really interesting on the nose. There's some spices as well. Nutmeg is very present. Cinnamon. And then also getting some vanilla and caramel toffee kind of smell. Wow. So despite being at 51.4%, this is a remarkably complex and calm whiskey. Not getting a lot of burn on this at all, despite not adding any water to it. Wow, the mouthfeel is just fantastic. Very, very creamy. Those toffee notes are really coming through. The fruit as well. This, I believe, is aged in ex-bourbon barrels as well as ex-sherry butts from in hogshead barrels. So like a lot happening here. Wow. There's a little bit of a hint of smoke as well. There is a bit of peat in this, and you can pick that up in the mouth, I feel, as well. But this really coats the mouth quite in like umami, savory flavor as well. Picking up just a whole bunch of different things in this bottle. Wow. It's a little bit tart. Finish is really, really long. Caramel, a little bit of woody oakness from the barrels. The sherry influence is kicking itself up a bit here on the finish as well. Mixing with that kind of savory umami flavoring. Maybe a little bit of lemon, very like a hint though, and kind of like a well-rounded lemon. It's not a sharp citrus at all. Yeah, still hanging on. That hint of smoke is still there. Wow, this is quite good. I'm gonna put a little bit of water on this and see if anything changes for us. As I mentioned, this is bottled at 51.4%, which is, you know, close to being a full cask strength whiskey. So the spices kick up quite a bit on the nose with the addition of water. So that cinnamon flavor that I mentioned earlier, that cinnamon note, that nutmeg note, a little bit of clove spice. It's all kind of in there. And honestly, some indecipherable notes. You know, they're wood notes, but not necessarily just oak. Wow, really working well with the sherry. They're kind of blending together really nice. Yeah, this is really good, folks. With the addition of water, the mouthfeel still retains that creaminess. It does bring out a little bit more of the citrus note, a little bit more of that tartness I mentioned, but incredibly complex on the mouthfeel. And the palate is definitely bringing out a bit more with the addition of water. Some of these other notes, there's an herbal note, the floral note is really making itself known too, like almost lavender, very flowery. Yeah. And then the finish as well, that peatiness, a little bit of peatiness, a little bit of smoke, just kind of like blending itself right through this. Very complementary, not overpowering. It almost rounds out that citrus at the end of the finish. This is really fantastic. Okay, so just another quick look at the presentation. So this doesn't come in a box. It comes in this very kind of snubby stout bottle. Very minimalist in presentation, kind of a unique bottle, screw cap. Really cool looking. And yeah, not a lot of information about the whiskey itself on the bottle, but really cool presentation all in all. So you can find this right now at anywhere from around 60 to 70, you know, sometimes upwards of $80 depending where you are, which is just honestly an incredible value for what you're getting here. There are some other Japanese whiskeys which we all know are higher, you know, increasing in price quite a bit. This at this price range is an absolute steal. So really high value on this. My overall rating is going to be a 4.5 out of 5. You're simply just not going to find a Japanese whiskey with this level of complexity, this fullness, and at this price. You know, I would highly recommend finding yourself a bottle of this as soon as you can. As I did mention, Whisky Advocate named it their 2018 Whiskey of the Year, and it definitely holds up to that honor. So you might be able to be seeing the price of this rise somewhat significantly over the course of the early months of 2019. So keep an eye out for this the next time you're at your liquor store. Grab a bottle if you can. Fantastic stuff. Well done here, Nikka. And with that, thanks you all for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time here on Rabbit and Red Reviews.